It's the whisper that has some saying they can't believe their ears. Reverend Messi Jackson is apologizing today for a crude comment he made about Senator Barack Obama during a break in between a TV interview. Reverend Jackson did not realize his microphone was on. The comments were revealed on Fox's The O'Reilly Factor.
Talking down to black people on this faith base. Talking down to black people.
Well, you know, yesterday, and frankly, I felt very contrite about it, in part because of my passion support for the campaign, my long-standing and deep support for the campaign, and belief in the message and in the messenger. And so for the statement that may have caused hurt or harm, I quickly apologize. The good news is Barack responded very graciously and quickly because of our relationship. And so my real anxiety beyond that part of it is that the faith-based initiatives, while significant, have inherent limitations. We also need government and private sector based, because with bridges falling, levees being overrun, there must be a real commitment now to invest in our infrastructure, and that's my anxiety point, frankly.
But Reverend, why not talk to Senator Obama? As you well know, perception is everything, especially during this campaign, and it is perceived this morning that you were back trash talking him or talking about the senator, someone you support, behind his back.
You know, my support for him has been from the very beginning to now and beyond, because I realize that this is a certain transformative, redemptive moment, and I'm glad to be a part of it. The question asked by my other friend was, what about the speeches in the black churches with a real focus on responsibility? We all accept that message. I advocate it all the time, everywhere. But in the black community, I might add, infant mortality rate is highest, life expectancy is shortest. Most children being taught with teachers with less than 3 years of experience of preparation, where the jobs out and drugs are in, murder rate is up. We have some heavy structural lifting to do, and while faith and hope are both concepts, the significant, both are cost-free. Substance of our struggle requires a new governmental policy, and I look forward to Senator Obama directing that new policy.
And Reverend, I think that so many people can appreciate what you're saying, but again, when you hear your whisper in that clip, I don't want to repeat the language. We both know that it is offensive language, but you say you want to cut off, obviously meaning you want to go after him. What beef do you have with Barack Obama? Why this kind of language in this comment?
You know, Tamara, that's unfortunate trash talk that has no place coming from me or anyone. That is why that part of your offense, I immediately said, accept my apology, and he did so.
Right.
And at this stage of the game, actually, we must all move toward a bigger tent of reconciliation and redemption, and count our errors and count our pluses, and hopefully our pluses will be bigger than our errors, and we will move on toward victory in August and in November.
Reverend, I want to get you to comment on your son, Representative Jessi Jackson Jr. put out a statement on this scandal issue, and he said, I'm deeply outraged and disappointed in Reverend Jackson's reckless statements about Barack Obama. I thoroughly reject and repudiate his ugly rhetoric. He should keep hope alive in any personal attacks and insults to himself. Some people are reading into this that there is a problem within your family. What is the reaction from you?
Well, he's my congressman. I'm his father. We always find a way to get along. You know, he has a very passionate commitment to the campaign. Back before Barack's name was widely known, Congressman Jackson had him on billboards with him. They campaigned together. He is a vice chair of the campaign. He's traveled the country with and for him. And so it was his own sense of passion and frustration. And of course, I look forward to our continuing to work together. Did you, Reverend,
did you know your son was going, did you know the congressman was going to issue that statement? Because again, you say he's your congressman, but he's your son first, and many are wondering why didn't he pick up the phone, or did he pick up the phone before issuing that statement?
We did talk, you know, but I accept his right to express his point of view and his pain and his passion, and he accepts mine, and we are in the zone of redeeming, forgiving, and moving on, and that's what we are going to do. In some sense, the statement was an error. It opens a bigger question about public policy and urban policy. But more than that, now whether it's the Clinton and Barack or Jackson Barack, now is the moment really for reconciliation and moving on to the bigger picture.
All right, Reverend, thank you very much for your time today and clearing up those comments and the backstory on what happened there. Thank you very much, Reverend Jessi Jackson.